Hello and welcome to Dits on YouTube, part of Project Dits, and again we have technical gremlins messing everything up when I'm trying to watch a show. But never fear, we are here. I have been watching the NXT title match. Annoyingly, they started the show with this, so whilst I'm trying to fix this thing, I had that also going on in the background, but I was still able to watch it. So we're in. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, we do have I actually didn't realize we had that cage match, but we do, so. It's very interesting that we have this kicking off the show. Is there something in the midst that's going to happen coming out of this? Who knows? Now, don't mind me. I am just going to get my plug out on the old Twitter machine. I tell you what, it is weird going from the Thunderdome to this setting again. There we go. Right. That's out of the way. Wrestling. Here we go. Hey, Tom. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat. Usually I'm a little bit more professional than this, and I'm already here at the start of the show. However, this is 2 in a row. Those gremlins, I tell you. Donations wise, I think you have to have some kind of monetization or something like that to have the super chats where you can donate. However, I do have a Patreon, so there is that. Patreon.com/Project Dits. But during the commercials, I'll get all the plugs out of there. I'm curious, seeing as we've had NXT for 2 Tuesdays now. Of course, this is Super Tuesday number 2. Is Tuesday going to be the new home for NXT? I wouldn't be against it. I think it'd be good for NXT and AEW. But unfortunately, then you would have every AEW fan. And by the way, I'm not into that Wednesday Night War kind of bullshit. But you would have every AEW fan saying that WWE are running away, NXT is running away, Triple H is running away. Ah, there you go, Alan. Vince shut that down. So we're staying on Wednesdays. I can't see this being as simple as one of these guys picking up a win. Something's going to happen. It's got to. Although I am for Finn Balor. Would it be nice if this kind of went, I don't know, 45 minutes-ish? And then you had Rhea Ripley and Mercedes go, I don't know, another 45 minutes, and they just have like odd little story developments for that remaining half an hour. I don't know what it is. I love a sling blade. I love a sling blade. Do you think it would take much effort to set up like a Thunderdome kind of deal in Full Sail? Tom, that is amazing. Thank you so much. Exclusive content coming your way. It'll actually give me an excuse to get amongst it. I am working on a lot of content on YouTube over the next week and a half because I'm off work for 2 weeks. So there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff, as is labeled in the tiers. I'm going to do some exclusive live streams very, very soon, and definitely going to get some exclusive content on there. Because next week the Dits on Wrestling podcast comes back, and me and Anthony are taking a look at the 4 matches between Okada and Omega, and there's going to be some fallout from that, I'm sure. Oh, super kick. So I'll probably put that down as exclusive content on the old Patreon. Oh, there we go. Adverts. So while we're here, get the plugs in. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video. And click that notification bell so you never, ever miss a video. Merchandise. We do have merchandise within Project Dits. So you can get the Dits on YouTube logo. You can... here we go. Perfectly timed. Buy the merch. Head to tpublic/Project Dits. Where all the logos. Bang. 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 All of those and original designs. I just put up one last week. It may be in his first week. I've sold one. I've sold one so far. That's good. Are You Not Sports Entertained? Russell Crowe in all his silhouetted glory. It's a good tee. I'm happy with that tee. I believe there's a 35% off sale site-wide on TeePublic at the moment. So if you want to bag yourself a bit of merch from within Project Dits and support the brand, I don't even know what Project Dits is at the moment. It's definitely a brand, but it's starting to turn into a bit of a podcast feed, which I'm excited about because we are introducing new podcasts seemingly every week at the moment. The Wwe Wrestling podcast joined us 2 weeks ago. My co-host Anthony on the DOWPOD, his Buffalo Bills and Buffalo Sabres podcast joined. His latest episode dropped today, so if you want to check that out, go ahead and do so. And the Wwe Wrestling podcast just dropped on Sunday. And a new podcast will be added this week, so keep your eye out. See, Tom, here's the fun thing about the Okada and Omega episode that we're doing next week. Drops on Monday, by the way. Anthony is a New Japan nutcase. Like, if it wasn't for NXT, New Japan would be his top. But saying that with the way NXT's been going recently, it might be New Japan as his top. In fact, actually, no, I think New Japan is his favorite. Shows how much I know my co-host. But he's seen it, of course. Obviously, he's seen all 4 of those matches. I've only just got into New Japan. I've never seen any of these matches. So he's going into it having seen them all before and rewatching them. I'm watching them fresh. I'm so excited to get into that. We're recording on Thursday, so yeah, I have a lot of wrestling to watch before we record, but excited. Alan, do you think as the brand gets bigger, you'll change the name to something more recognized in pro wrestling? Probably not. You know, obviously I went by Dits on Wrestling for at least 15 months or something like that. And then I wanted to branch out a little bit. I wanted to start working on YouTube stuff, which I am now. And then the gaming stuff came along, and I was like, well, I don't really want to stop there. I want to branch out into, other stuff that interests me: movies, TV shows, music, sport, everything. And that's where the project thing came from. It started to become a brand of Dits. So that's where Project Dits came from. But there's going to be more wrestling on within the project than anything else, because we've already got 2 and a potentially 3rd one this week. So whether it'll stay Project Dits forever, I don't know. But I love the name, and it brands really well. Damo. Hello, mate. I don't know why this is on first. I was having, obviously, Damo, you just joined, but I was having technical snags at the start of this, so I started the stream 10-15 minutes late. And this match was on whilst I was trying to fix it. I was like, I could do with a sleeper match at the start of the show while I'm trying to figure stuff out. But I managed to multitask, being the ever professional that I am. Pin him, Finn! Pin him! By the way, Wade Barrett on commentary is... So Shane Mauro went, but if you're going to replace him with Wade, that's good. I'm happy with that. Hey Tom, starting a podcast is actually pretty easy once you figure things out. But part of the project, the whole premise behind it to begin with was that people would come on and I would do if you were looking at starting it and you kind of wanted to dip your toes in it a little bit, I would give you the initial push up. I'd do your logos, production, all that kind of stuff, promotion, everything until you feel comfortable enough to do it on your own. That was the whole premise behind it initially. So Tom, if you want to do a podcast and you're interested in starting it, then maybe we could work together. Create a little SLTD family within Project Dits. Adam Cole's facial expressions are always spot on, aren't they? Panama! Oh. Come on, Balor! Let's go! I guess the whole thing, Alan, behind NXT is that it's always had that intimate feel. And putting it in the Thunderdome, I think, would just make it, weird. Like, takeovers and stuff, by all means, do that, but the TV shows... That was fuck. Oh. Goosebumps. That's why I like wrestling. That's why I love wrestling. Gives you those feels. Come on, Balor. Yes. Oh. Balor back on top. Oh. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I don't care that it was just as simple as Balor winning. Don't care. Ah. Look at that visual. Look at that. He fucking deserves this, you know? So odd that they did that at the start of the show, though. So it makes you wonder what's happening in this match. Tom, make it happen. Make it so. I love Rhea Ripley's new look. In fact, these two together actually, I mean, Robert Stone is like completely the odd one out here. But Rhea Ripley looks like an absolute killer. Like, she should be a heel with this look. Absolutely. She should be a heel in general, no matter what she looks like, to be fair. But obviously Mercedes Martinez comes down looking like Sub-Zero or Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. Put them together. I actually forgot to put this in my Twitter post promoting this tonight. Because I want to make these commercial bits more than just me just going, here we go, subscribe, merch, Patreon. By the way, Patreon. Project is /Patreon. Get amongst it. There are plenty of tiers for you. Exclusive videos for you if you become a patron to the project. But anyway, yeah, I want to start doing a Q&A. You know, I have... Well, seemingly I have regulars now on the live streams, which is amazing. I love it. So get to know me. Like, I don't like. We'll do a Q&A during commercial breaks. We'll do that. So ask me whatever you want. Go. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I love the fact that I can update the name of this title. Balor. New NXT champion. Look at that. Feels so good typing that. Feels so good typing that. Boom. BWR Vlogs, hello. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Let me just get the shindig back up. Here we go. Right, what do we got? Did you watch All Out and how did you find it? I did not watch All Out. AEW is something that I've tried to get into 4 or 5 times now, and I just can't do it. It's not that it's bad, because every time I've watched it, I've enjoyed it. I always go back to Anthony, who tries to sell me on AEW all the time. And I always find myself going, look, I enjoyed the show, but there's just something that there's something missing. I can't put my finger on it. So I didn't watch All Out. I've watched a couple of the clips. Obviously, the big thing was the whole Matt Hardy concussion issue. I'm not going to go into that because we could. That's a podcast episode in its own right. That was scary. That was scary stuff. But yeah, apparently it wasn't that good of a show. What do you think is the worst 5-star match that's been awarded in WWE? Ooh. I'd have to see what. Leave that with me. If I'll bookmark that whilst some random stuff's on at NXT. I'm gonna have a look at every 5-star match because I want to answer that one properly. BWR, who's your favorite WWE superstar of all time? Easy, The Rock. Just the man oozes charisma, personality. Like he's good in the. I mean, he's not the best wrestler in the world, granted, but he could do it in the ring, and he sells tremendously. What a guy! If I was to answer that question now, it's probably a tie between Drew McIntyre and Finn Balor. And that's not just because they're both the champions of the respective brands. So I like a lot. There's so many wrestlers that I'm really digging at the moment. Thoughts on Bayley turning on Sasha Banks? It was coming, wasn't it? It was coming. I think they've done it too soon, though. And I know that's so weird to say because for so long we've waited for them to implode in some way. I think I honestly, am I wrong in saying it's been like a year and a half, 2 years? It honestly feels that long. But when you take into account that there's not really a big, obviously Survivor Series is coming up, but Survivor Series is brand versus brand versus brand, so that wouldn't fit unless one of them moved during a draft. So there isn't really a big show coming up until the Royal Rumble, which is, what month are we in? September. 3 or 4 months away. So I think they did it too soon, but I'm not against it. But I'd rather Sasha Banks was the heel, to be honest, over Bayley. Ah. Come on, Finn. Stay heel. Stay heel. I'll tell you that. I think Bayley's starting to find her find her feet in regards to being a heel. That's no pun intended. You don't ruin Shossie's tank. Robert Stone gets such a bad time, doesn't he? Hello, Sarah. Welcome to the chat. Finn Balor is your new NXT champion. Hooray. We're all happy here in the chat. Go on, EO. Go on, EO. Nice. Oh, Robert Stone, here he goes. I actually randomly saw Robert Stone, not going by that name, on the Titan games 2 weeks ago. I was watching it randomly on Netflix, and he was there. Unfortunately, he lost in the first round. I am low-key... Oh, hey up, Shotzi. Put that belt down. Nice. I love Io so much. She's one of the best wrestlers in the world. Men or women. Absolutely. Anyway, BWR. 5-star matches. Whilst we're... Oh, we're at a meal. Hang on. Right, so I'll load that up. I'll load that up while we're... Where is this going? People hate Johnny Gargano as a heel, but I don't really mind it. He's a better babyface, don't get me wrong, but... This is, I feel awkward watching this because I feel I'm at that table. Oh. Oh, let's just cut to commercial break, shall we? Anyway, BWR. I have the 5-star matches up here. Apparently, there's 12. Okay, this is November 19, so I don't know if there's been any since. I don't think there has. Okay, so we have Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong versus Trent Seven and Tyler Bate, NXT 2018. Okay, I love that match, so that's a no. Bret Hart versus Owen Hart cage match, SummerSlam 94. It's not going to be that one. Gargano Ciampa, NXT TakeOver New Orleans. Absolutely not. That's up there. Volta Tyler Bate, NXT UK TakeOver Cardiff. I was there live for that. That is absolutely not the worst 5-star match because it was amazing. It was the best match I've ever seen live. Easy. Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano, NXT TakeOver 25. Nope, that's up there. Razor Ramon versus Shawn Michaels, ladder match, WrestleMania 10. No, it's up there. Adam Cole, EC3, Killian Dane, Lars Sullivan. Remember him? Ricochet, Velveteen Dream. NXT TakeOver New Orleans, ladder match for the North American Championship. That's up there. Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker, In Your House, Bad Blood, Hell in a Cell, the first one ever. This is turning into a very hard question. Andrade versus Johnny Gargano, NXT TakeOver Philadelphia. CM Punk versus John Cena, Money in the Bank 2011. Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole at TakeOver New York. Bret Hart versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, WrestleMania 13. It's definitely not that because that's in my top 5 favorite wrestling matches. Oh my god. Oh, what would you put? What would you put as the worst out of that lot? That's ridiculous. See, I love all of these matches, but I'm gonna go with a ladder match at WrestleMania 10, Razor Ramon versus Shawn Michaels, because I haven't watched it in a very, very long time, so it's not fresh in my head. I'm copping out with that question. That's what I'm gonna go with. I don't know if that's the definitive list of 5-star matches given by Mr. Meltzer. I'm sure there's more. There's got to be more than 12. Come on. And we're going back into NXT. Here we go. Tim Thatcher. Thatcher versus Damian Priest. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Just looking at him, he is... It's so believable that this guy could literally just roll you up into a pretzel. See, it would be a shame. It'd be a shame to have Thatcher go against Damian Priest in this title picture and lose. Okay, Velveteen Dream is still on TV. I thought they'd kind of written him off when he fell off that ladder and just disappeared. How is this prick still on TV? You know, his mannerisms and stuff really don't help his cause. They really don't. I used to love Velveteen Dream. I used to think he was absolutely tremendous. But Christ almighty. Just get off my TV. I say TV, I'm not watching it on TV. This is where Adonis picks up the win here. I can't help but think that he tried to touch his knob then. See, when he's doing that shit... Are these guys going to start making out? This is weird. Come on, Adonis. Kick his ass. Boom. There it is. I don't know who this Adonis guy is. Oh, I thought he had it then. Who the fuck is this guy? Who is he? It was nice to have a little bit of hope there. Is Adonis an NXT trainee? Oh, yay. Mic time with the Velveteen Dream. Let me just... Who's this? Kushida, yes! Give Kushida the NXT title. Just give it to him. Give it to him. I'm trying to think. Well, I'm not trying to think. It's just amusing, really. I wonder if whoever has to wrestle Dream, like, is there a level of discomfort there? Are they a little bit stiffer? You know, I'm not going to say that I know the complete ins and outs of the whole backstory of the whole Dream thing, because I don't. But there's things that I have seen with screenshots, and I know Photoshop is a thing that exists. However, I have seen a lot of screenshots, and Dream, like... So if I was against him as a wrestler, I don't know, I would feel like being a little stiffer. It's a weird one. And very odd that Triple H says they did his own investigation and then didn't find anything. But anyway, less of Dream. He can fuck off. Breezango, NXT Tag Team Champions. Emporium. Isn't Breeze also the left right champion as well? I adore Tyler Breeze and Fandango together. I really do. I've always been very high on Tyler Breeze. Always been a fan from his... I mean, my first exposure to him was Prince Pretty, Tyler Breeze in NXT all those years ago. And as a singles guy, amazing. He was great. I mean, look at his match with Liger, for example, and annoyingly, his stuff with Dream. And of course, he's been in a tag team with Fandango for a while now, and it works. Can't help but miss the Fashion Files, though. Bring it back! But I also love Imperium. So... So I'm torn. I'm a big Fabian Eichner guy. I'm seemingly a big guy for everybody, but... Fabian Eichner is really, really good. Really, really good. I am actually a little bit disappointed that Austin Theory has gone back to NXT. Because I really like the Seth Rollins Messiah stuff, and I feel that he needs more than Buddy. As much as I love him, like, he needs more than Buddy beside him. And obviously AOP now gone, which is awful. So Austin Theory would have been a good guy to get in there. Yeah, I have no idea what happened to that Tegan segment demo. It kind of, just kind of ended abruptly. But anyway, commercial time. So if you have any questions, Q&A, fire away. I like how I now have upgraded my water source for these streams. Like, a small bottle doesn't cut it. I have to go 1.5 liters. You look at Eichner's work in the Cruiserweight Classic. That's where I first was exposed to him, and I was like, this guy's like jacked, big guy, and here he is bouncing all over the place. Very, very impressed. I think every week I was just putting out a Fabian Eichner appreciation tweet, or whenever he came on TV. Fabian Eichner appreciation tweet. You liked a few of those, actually. For all the flack that Twitter deservedly gets for the wrestling community, it is amazing for interaction with wrestlers and stuff. Especially when they like or comment or share something that you say. Like Jericho, I've had Jericho do it for me. Kurt Angle, I think I was bigging up his match with Edge at Backlash 2002, and he posted and said something about it. I was just like, Naomi recently, this is the bad side of it, Naomi recently quote tweeted, remember that really bad Canadian Destroyer / Blockbuster thing she tried to do? I reposted that video, and it blew up. And I had a lot of Naomi stands coming after me, so that's the negative side of it. But for the most part, it's good. To be fair, Austin Theory is like 22, 23 or something like that. Like, he's got a long way to go. He is far from his peak. Far, far, far from his peak. So it may come. As we're waiting for the show to come back on, if you're not subscribed to Dits on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. It'll take you all of 2 seconds to press that button. But whilst you're there, hit that like button. That's an additional second. An additional second. Just press that, and away we go. Here's the Tegan segment. I would like to see these guys wrestle very, very soon. Tom, I do not know. Do I? Do I know any wrestlers? I mean, I'm best mates with The Rock, but, that's by the by. I don't like to brag about it. I don't know. I don't think I do. No, I don't think I do. Who do I think's winning this steel cage match? Martinez. She needs a big win, so I'm going with her. Z-Dog, hello. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Good morning. Yes, it is morning. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Bronson Reed's stock has gone up massively since that North American title shindig. Z-Dog, you've had a busy night. Doing what, might I ask? Oh yeah, I forgot she was in the Rumble this year, Tom. Did we have Bronson Reed versus Keith Lee at all whilst Lee was in NXT? I don't think we did we? I might be wrong. Mighty thick. It is a cool entrance. I'll give Austin that. Have they stopped calling him Thick Boy? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's got Colossal on his shindig. I think they'd imagine. You never know. It might be on one of the independent shows that is now on the network. Could be on one of them. Evolve, maybe. Z-Dog getting lucky on a Tuesday night. Wasn't Austin Theory in trouble recently as part of the whole speaking out stuff? Maybe he did some Netflix and chill that went a bit wrong. Who knows? I saw one match with Austin Theory in Evolve. The one that actually aired on the network. I think he was in the main event. I might be wrong. Don't quote me on that. I'm still surprised that the NXT title match went on first. I guess it was, they did bill it as a springboard elbow drop, nice. They did bill it as sudden death from last week, so I guess it would be the continuation of end of the show, start of the show. So I guess that makes sense. Maybe that's why they went for it. That now makes sense. And there you go, Tom. You're showing me up. They said it last week, didn't? Shows how much I pay attention. I find it really odd, the commentary situation in NXT, because you got Wade Barrett and Vic Joseph. They said Vic Thomas and Vic Joseph. And then you got Beth Phoenix, who isn't on camera, somewhere else, seemingly editing in her saying. It's weird. Oh, Pizza Hut. Adam Cole versus Tozawa. I don't remember that. Do I remember that? My memory is awful. I think I was in Spain at the time, to be fair. Do you ever have some cheeky bevies while doing your lives, Dits? I did with... Who? The horror show at Extreme Rules. I had a couple of ciders and then some gin. And then... So I started the stream in the pre-show, then watched the main show. I was drinking throughout the whole thing. And then I did a post-Extreme Rules review show on somebody else's podcast. And I was tipsy as hell. It was very interesting. So I probably won't do it again. But hey, I know somebody who drinks during live streams and people buy him shots as he goes through. They give him like either $1, $2, $3 for like singles, doubles, and triples. Maybe I need to tap into that market. Favorite cheeky bevy. Ooh. You can never beat a really cold pint. You just can't. However, no, I do like Malibu. I really do like Malibu and lemonade. And gin. I've got into gin, especially pink gin, recently. Real manly drinks, you know? Can't beat a Corona. Well, I wonder if their stock's gone down. I've never really been a Corona guy, to be honest. Oh yeah, like gin is the equivalent of silent but deadly. Especially if you actually have, if you add fruit with it as well, like actual fruit with it, or you don't just do tonic water, you get like the pink tonic water with it as well. Like it's dangerous. Yes, Coors Light. I had a conversation with somebody recently about Coors Light, and they said it tastes like piss, but I don't really get that. Like Coors Light is my favorite beer. BWR vlogs. Well, do I play video games? Well, here's the perfect time for a plug. I have a video game podcast, Dits on Gaming. check it out on the YouTube channel or on any Project Dits podcast feed. Subscribe to the channel BWR if you aren't already, and have access to all Dits on Gaming Stuff and so many drops and upcoming content. But yeah, I do play video games, obviously. My favorite video game is Final Fantasy VII. I love that game. And it came out 23 years ago yesterday. Random fact for you. I like a lot of games, like GTA's up there, The Witcher. Loads of stuff. Loads of stuff. That is, you know, you are right. An atomic drop is technically a low blow. EPW is here. Hello, dude. Welcome to the chat. We're going to stream. By the way, everybody in the chat, go and click on everything pro wrestling right now and subscribe. In fact, subscribe to everybody in the feed, but EPW. I'm enjoying some NXT, comrade. Finn Balor, new NXT champion. It's a good time. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the love. Oh, Tom, do not get me started on Cameron Grimes. I do not live stream Dynamite. Because it obviously when things are on Wednesdays, I go with NXT because I can. I've got BT Sport here in the UK, so I pay for the pleasure of watching NXT. So I go down that route. Whereas Dynamite, we don't get that here until like I think it's a Friday night here in the UK, unless you have Fight TV, which I don't. Yes, listen to Conrad. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Because algorithms. I always say that every week. Like this video because algorithms. I don't know what that algorithm is. Yeah, Tom, I'm pretty sure Dynamite's on a Friday. It's definitely Friday, actually, because... Oh, Bronson... As I'm talking, Bronson Reeves win. Woohoo! Yeah, because I was... On a Saturday, I'm like, oh, do I watch SmackDown or do I watch AEW? However, I now live stream SmackDown, so that's no longer an issue, but I still don't watch AEW. Yeah, Tom, I am... If I was to be a stan for anybody, and I hate that term, but if I was to be one, Cameron Grimes wins. I love that guy. Cameron Grimes! Give it to the moon! Okay, Alan, I don't know if you're still in the chat, but you're right. Thick Boy needs to come back. To the moon! Adam Cole's sounding very not heel. I used to go on watch wrestling all the time. When they took when they took NXT off of Sky Sports, because I started watching NXT on Sky Sports and I was really excited about it, and then they took it off and I was like, what are you doing to me? Like, well, how am I going to watch that then? And then funny little thing, watch wrestling came up. See, like Z-Dog's having a world of a time here. Netflix and chill tonight, Pizza Hut, and he has one of my t-shirts from TeePublic. And they are actually good quality, genuinely. I'm not just saying that, they are. And I'm pretty sure they're still £10 on TeePublic at the moment. I might be wrong. That sale might have ended. But I know those sales at least 2 a month. So if you want to wait for a sale, wait for that. Wait for the day that you can get a £10 tee to support the show. And to be fair, there are a lot of ways to support Project Dits. TeePublic is one of them, buying the merch, but you can also hop on to the Project Dits Patreon page. Everything, we've got 5 tiers, everything from $1 all the way to $5. So it's not gonna break the bank. You get exclusive content that only you will have access to. I will never release any Patreon based stuff unless it's part of some promotion out to the public. It is for you and for you alone. Tom, and of course, like, as part of being a patron, you get shouted at all the live long day. Shouted at. You get shouted out. So Ozolution, BJ, he is the host of Mining for Mayhem podcast. He is a patron to Project Dits. And Tom, the Sunrise Kickout here in the chat, is a new patron as of today. So if you want to join those two and just get yourself some exclusive content across the board. Like, it doesn't even necessarily have to be wrestling. It could be gaming, could be anything, but it will be mostly wrestling. Then get amongst it. Support the show from the $1 tier, or get exclusive video content, exclusive live streams, merch giveaways, access to the Project Dits Discord, behind the scenes stuff, all available in the $5 tier. So, and there's tiers in between as well, but find whatever you like. Get amongst it. Support Project Dits. And get something back. Are you going to do any WWE 2K Gaming Universe mode? I would love to be one of those guys who does... Well, actually, who does video game streaming in general. That's something I really want to do, but I just don't have the equipment for it. So no, but I would like to if I could. However, on the Dits on Wrestling podcast, to kind of have that feel of it, we fantasy booked a 5-week period between Extreme Rules and SummerSlam, and it just finished at SummerSlam, obviously, a couple of weeks ago. So if you want to hear any fantasy booking based stuff from me, it's all available as part of Dits on Wrestling. So if you head to any Project Dits podcast feed and scroll down, it was exclusive. Nothing else was on the feed apart from that GM mode. Obviously, I know that's not Universe mode, but it's still GM mode. And it's also available here on YouTube as well. And I even put it in a nice little playlist. Speaking about shirts, everyone including moi. Yeah, I got a Balor t-shirt the first live event I went to. Funny old thing. And I also have a El Fantasma t-shirt, which I wore to NXT UK Takeover Cardiff. And that was a great wrestling event, so that's up there. And yes, where is Kyle O'Reilly? I did hear a rumor a little while back, which is odd because he did come back, that he has diabetes and therefore is a risk in this COVID world. Boom. I have a Money in the Bank briefcase. My wife got it for me because she's awesome. She supports my crazy obsession with wrestling. Get yourself a wife like mine. I wish it was vodka. I actually really like that that CM Punk t-shirt. I don't own it, but I want to. Tom, you should get a Wrestle Crate. You get t-shirts every single month. Like, it's good stuff. Dexter Lumis is injured. BWR. I don't know how long he's out for, though. Is NXT on Tuesday next week as well? So actually, it'd be really good if NXT is on Tuesday next week because I'll live stream on my birthday. That'd be nice and fun. A happy birthday stream. Thanks, Z-Dog. You've actually given me an idea for a new design for the old merch. There's so many guys in NXT who are like Dane, who just... They show up... They impress, or they kind of just float about, and then they disappear for weeks, months. And Dane is good. Killian Dane is good. Bobby Fish, you bastard. Tom, you give me a lot of love tonight. Thank you. But I will hunt you down. Is it payday yet, Tom? Is it payday yet, Tom? Z-Dog, if you get amongst... I'm going to plug again. Z-Dog, get amongst my Patreon. Get into the $5 tier. And if we get enough people in that tier, at least 10, that's what I'm going for. I need to update the tier to say that, actually. If I get at least 10 people in that tier, then we'll be doing monthly We're doing monthly merch giveaways. So pick a t-shirt, pick a size, win the giveaway, and it's yours. Does that count as a free t-shirt? Yeah, Tom went in at the top at the $5 tier. The legend that he is. BWR, Brock Lesnar's WWE contract expired. Do I think he's going to AEW or re-signing Brock on WWE? I can't see Brock going to AEW. I know people have their thoughts and opinions on Lesnar and his attitude and seemingly carefree nature. But I think that I think he has some loyalty to Vince, you know. It's funny you should say it, Z-Dog, actually. I've seen Patreon pages that ask for like $100 for stuff. Why? Why would you put that as a tier? The thing is, people actually jump in on those tiers. I've seen it. It's crazy. Because it's not a one-off. It's $100 a month. I don't know if there... In fact, actually, I don't know if there is a one-off option. I'm not sure. But either way, it's like... It's crazy. So, Z-Dog, if you want a $10 tier, you just tell me what extra you want on top of everything else I do, and I will create one just for you and get the one up on Tom. And then, Tom, if you want to join in on a $20 tier, and we'll just keep going up, just keep bidding on me. And then I will become that guy. I'll become that guy who has a $100 tier, but you don't actually get anything. That's a good setup. I've just got your tweet. That's a good setup, Tom. Hang on, I'll show you mine. I'll take a photo and then take a photo. And hopefully it'll pick up on the camera. Move back. Try and pick it. Boom. I don't know if that'll rock up on there. It's a work in progress, but we're getting there. Yeah, so with WrestleCrate, you do get like an autograph print in every crate. Like, could be one, could be two. I think it's mostly two at the moment. Yeah, but they're all signed. And it's not just made up; it's legitimately signed. It's not just some guy at WrestleCrate who's just scribbled. Tom, by the way, I don't know if it interests you at all, but if you want some backstory on WrestleCrate, I had the owner of WrestleCrate on a few months ago, and we did a little chat with him. It's very, very insightful. He's a very good guy. So check that out. BWR, I'm very happy that Wade Barrett is back in WWE on commentary. I think he's really good. I thought his stint in NWA. NWA. Freaking hell. I was like, is it NWO? No, NWA was really good. Oh yeah, Tom. Like, he goes in depth about the entire company, where it started, where they're at now. Well, not now. I think it's just a couple of months ago, because obviously they've moved to a new place now. No, he's a good dude. Get on, Roddy. Z-Dog, the ones behind me are from the WWE shop. Hang on, let me get my point right. That one is Balor and AJ Styles from TLC a couple of years ago. And where my finger is now is a piece of the ring canvas, which is cool. And this one is Tommaso Ciampa versus Johnny Gargano, Street Fight, NXT TakeOver Cardiff. And there where my finger is a piece of the trash can that was used in that match. My wife got me those. See, good egg. Get yourself a wife. Mrs. Dits. She's good. She's a good one. Good egg. I need more in this collection, Z-Dog. I am working on it. But it's very expensive to collect stuff. Oh, that's cool. The Fozzy posters. I guess by default you get a Jericho one as well. Didn't Dane, like, attack Maverick the last time Maverick came to his aid? He's going to do it again, isn't he? He's going to do it again. Could Dane be turning face? What's your problem? Ah, there you go. Go on. Yeah, he's not turning face. Unless they're friends that randomly punch each other in the face. Oh, yes. Going back to the dinner. The Gargano way. Yes. I'm all for Candice versus Io Shirai again. Oh. Whoa, Johnny. Calm down. Is it me or is this terribly cut and edited? Oh! We got a fuck you on NXT. Oh, she broke the TV. Hang on a minute, it didn't look that bad a minute ago. The TV wasn't even on. That was very random, that was strange. Tegan saying fuck you, throwing pasta on Johnny. TV remote into the freaking TV, and then TV turns on random. Yeah, it was a strange segment. Tom, as and when you, whenever you've written that piece, tag me in it, and I will fire it out amongst the Twitter sphere. NXT needs a new theme, I think. It's not the best Slipknot song. Sometimes I assume that you can hear exactly what I hear. And I'll just vibe to something, and then when you actually watch it back, I'm vibing to nothing. Yeah, I was on. Where was that? Oh, I was on the Hallway Wrestling podcast, part of Project Dits. They drop their episodes on Sundays. I was on their show recently. We were talking about Finn Balor, and Karrion Kross was who they said on there as well. So I think it's the general consensus. Which would mean Balor turning face. Because Karrion Kross needs to stay heel. And then face Balor means we get the Demon back. But then the Demon would be really good as a heel. So it's very hard to choose what I want there. Oh, I'm going to be pissing like a racehorse tomorrow morning. That's quite cool. Obviously, again, you're not seeing that, so I'm going to assume you're watching BT Sport. Best Slipknot song, in my opinion, is Unsainted. With a bag of screaming gods. Stand by. I'm not going to play it on the stream because YouTube will scream at me. How dare you play a song that isn't yours? Unsainted. There it is. I'll add that. I'll add that to my queue. And I will listen to that after the stream, and I will tell you if I agree. What's my favorite Slipknot song actually? Before I forget, I really like that. I really do. Left Behind's a classic. Duality. I don't know. There's so many good ones. People equal shit. The good one. Z-Dog, my dream is to go to WrestleMania. Yes. I agree. That's my dream. I will be gutted. Obviously, there's absolutely no way I would be going to Hollywood next year to WrestleMania, regardless of crisis in the world. But yeah, it would be a shame if WrestleMania is affected again and we have to put up with a WrestleMania in the Thunderdome. I'd like to think by 2022, WrestleMania will be a go. I do like Damian Priest. So NXT's back on Wednesday next week. There we go. So it won't be actually, technically, it would be a birthday stream. Because... No, it wouldn't. I'm talking out my ass. If I was in America, then yes. Oh, NXT is actually decent next week. Shrike, Shotzi. I've forgotten the other two matches already. What are the other ones? Oh, tag titles, yes. Fucking hell. I always like that music that plays when they're obviously they're not lowering the cage here, but Balor's first feud. I actually don't know. It'd be hard to pick, like, as I'd say he's still a heel. So naturally, a face would go against him, but who? I'm trying to think of the faces that were in the North American title picture. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Ciampa? War Games pushed back to December. Interesting. I wonder why they've done that. So they don't want War Games to overshadow Survivor Series. Interesting. Damian Priest should absolutely be a heel. BWR. Absolutely. I enjoyed the NXT involvement last year. Bronson Reed actually could be a good shout to face Balor first, you know? So here's a question that I will pose to the chat. Should a steel cage match have the pinfall and submission element to it, or should it just all be about trying to get out of there to win? Tom, there we go. I agree. The whole premise of it is that you are locked. That you're locked inside this steel cage. You can get out, obviously, but it is tough to get out. And you want to do enough damage to somebody that you can get out of there and leave them trapped in the cage. That's what it should be about. Now, I would say the NXT is finishing at 3 o'clock tonight. However, BT Sport has this on until 3:15. So, do we have a 15-minute cage match here, or do we have a half-an-hour cage match? So I think it should be one or the other. You either have it so it's just purely escape, or you have it where it's purely pinfall or submission, and you can't get out. But then again, that kind of turns into Hell in a Cell, then, doesn't it? I'm looking forward to the inevitable table spot in this. I'm curious to see how they're going to play it. Avalanche Riptide. At what point does Rhea go back to being a heel? Look at her, for Christ's sake. Look at her when she was in NXT UK or when she first came up to NXT proper. Just everything about her screams heel. I think Rhea should... Yeah, I'm with you. I think Rhea should win, but I think Mercedes needs to win more. Ooh. There it is. Bang! Power slam on the chair. Oh, Martinez versus Baszler would be sweet. Oh, commercial break. Look at that. Just what you need during a cage match. Best takeover of all time. Ooh. New Orleans is up there. Brooklyn won. I would actually honestly throw, and I'm not saying it because I was there, kind of am, but NXT UK takeover Cardiff was amazing, such a good takeover, because you had Volta versus Tyler Bate, Cesaro versus Dragunov, which was so good for an exhibition match that we didn't even know we were getting. Or did we? Did we know we were getting that? No, I don't think we did. Yeah, that's it, because Cesaro went there and was just like, I issue an open challenge, and then Ilya came out. And the tag title match during that show as well. Saying that, even Noam Dar versus Travis Banks was a good match to kick off the show. The only dud was Tony Storm and Kaylee Ray. It was a great show. Blackpool 2, that was... What was it? Blackpool 2. Was that when Undisputed Era attacked Imperium? Blackpool 2? Yeah. Oh, eat chair. That needed to be Braun levels of chair throwing. Oh, Adam Cole Ricochet was amazing. That super kick that Adam Cole hit, I still think about that. Hey, hang on a minute. Worlds Collide was very good. I think Ricochet should go back to NXT, to be honest. BWR, he did a lot more at home there. Dragunov Balor was good. I enjoyed that. I thought all the NXT War Games pay-per-views were really good. The last one was good because I had Kevin Owens in it. Had a very good finish as well. This has been a fun little steel cage match, hasn't it? Oh, that Kevin Owens pop was chef's kiss. Oh, here we go. I do wonder when I look at this reverse cloverleaf, where's the pain? Is it in the back or is it in the supposed to be in the legs? Because her back is relatively straight. I know you shouldn't really question things in wrestling, but I will. Oh, Robert, get down. There you go. See, totally get down. Yeah, New Orleans. Oh, yeah, I forgot Strong turned heel. Ooh. I wouldn't mind going back and watching Takeover New Orleans, actually. I wouldn't show a replay on that net breaker. It wasn't the best. So you should. So you should. Robert Stone's still hanging on top of the areas. Come on! Go on, get that table set up. BWR right on time. Favorite main event match since 2017. Ooh. I think I would honestly say that it's one of the Ciampa Gargano matches, but which one, I'm not sure. Through the table. I did say a riptide through the table, did I not? From the top rope. Called it. Thank you. Give me a gold star. That was a fun match. However, Mercedes Martinez now needs to go on like a kill streak. To be fair, Mercedes has looked good in this match. It's not like it was a squash or anything. And I think losing gimmick matches gives you a pass. Because there's additional elements in play. It's not just you, like somebody beating you, they're beating you because they've got access to other things, like tables. That must be really uncomfortable to be on top of that cage. Can she just go over there and suplex him? Or not? Well, there we go, guys. That is NXT in the books for another week. That's the first NXT that I've live streamed for about a month and a half. So it was really good to get back into that again. And it's really good to have some new guys in the stream tonight. BWR, like, you've been great all night, as have you, Tom. Hopefully we see you again on Friday's SmackDown stream. yeah, I'm looking forward to SmackDown. I enjoy my SmackDown streams because I don't really take them all that seriously, and I actually don't think SmackDown's been that bad recently. But before I go, what's your thoughts on the 2017 Rumble? I think it needs more praise as a main roster match. We have Cole, come on, 23 of Almost being a badass. Who won the 2017 Rumble? Was it Orton? Or Nakamura? Or none of the above? Roman? Could be Roman. Was it Roman? Oh, that was a very good spot. (2018). No, you're just confusing everybody now, Tom. You're just confusing us all. Okay, so the question is, who won 2018? Alan, 28 Nakamura. There we go. I think Rumbles have been decent the last couple of years. This year's was brilliant. I know people shot down the Brock Lesnar stuff. I loved it. I thought it told an incredible story, especially when you had Keith Lee coming out, and then Big E as well. He played his part. Ricochet, then Drew, and Edge came back. I mean, come on, Edge came back, for Christ's sake. Maybe I'll stream Royal Rumble as and when that comes around. Will I still be streaming at that point? Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. But anyway, that is NXT in the books. A good show. Finn Balor is the new NXT champion. Whoop whoop. And we do have some good matches planned for next week. North American titles on the line. Tag team titles are on the line. And we have a non-title women's match between Io Shirai and Shotzi Blackheart. So it's going to be a good NXT next week. So hopefully I can live stream that. But I will definitely be live streaming SmackDown on Friday night. So hopefully I see you guys there. And Tom, big shout out to you becoming a patron tonight. If you want to follow suit, head to Patreon/Project Dits. There's going to be a tier for you. Support the brand from $1 up to $5. You will get exclusive content just for you. There is merch, of course. Head to TeePublic, search for Project Dits, and get all the logos and original designs on there. And probably more importantly, right here, hit subscribe, hit the like button, and then hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. But that is me for tonight. That was NXT. Good show. Will SmackDown top it? I will see you on Friday night. Thank you very much, everybody in the chat, for showing up. Have a good rest of the week. Ciao, ciao.